A black teen braves a collapsing, fire-engulfed mansion to save a racist white millionaire, defying all odds to get her out alive, only to be stunned by her unexpected response, which forces a raw reckoning about race and gratitude. Dusk settles over the suburban outskirts of Charlotte, North Carolina, a serene neighborhood of manicured lawns stretching under a partly cloudy sky, air tinged with cut grass. A two-story mansion shatters the calm, orange flames licking its frame, black smoke billowing thick. Kieran Tate, 16, a black teen in a gray t-shirt and black pants, jogs home from a corner store, a bag of snacks swinging in his grip. His sneakers slap pavement. Then a crash splits the quiet, screams piercing. He rounds a corner. The Hensley mansion collapses, fire roaring from the upper floor. Clouds drift as Kieran slows, screams, flames. Why does he pause? His bag swings, gray darkens. Does the store fade now? Lawns gleam, dusk folds, crash echoes. How close can he get? The fire snaps, smoke curls. His jog halts, mansion ablaze. What pulls him here? Neighbors peek, curtains twitch, a roar hooks the hush. Does he hear their fear? His breath quickens, corner turned, a teen's stride meeting chaos, dusk framing a spark about to flare. Kieran spots Margaret Hensley near the front door, a blonde white millionaire in a gray cardigan and jeans, stumbling as she coughs, beams crack above, wood splintering. Her hands flail, smoke chokes. Does she see the end? He drops his bag, snacks spilling, sprinting in. Hang on. His voice cuts, gray sleeves stretch. Can he reach her? She shrieks, "Get away!" Her cry wild. Away, she gasps. Why push him off? He grabs her arm, pulling hard, across the lawn, as the roof caves with a deafening boom. Glass shatters as Kieran hauls. Hang on. A plea through the roar. How long until it takes? Margaret twists. "Get!" she shrieks. Does she feel his grip? His black pants streak, arm locked. Boom blasts, fire leaps. Can he hold? Smoke towers, orange flares, her cough racks. Will it give? The lawn cushions, roof gone. They tumble, dirt smearing gray and gray. Neighbors gasp. No way they made it. Their voices break. Made it. Whose scream fades now? Coughing chokes Margaret as they land. Flames soar, black smoke swirls. Did seconds save them? Kieran rolls, chest heaving, gray t-shirt singed. Does he grasp this edge? She stares, eyes wide. Away, she cried. Yet here they sprawl, saved or scorned. Her cardigan tears, cough cuts. Get off. Yet lawn holds. Did he hear her shriek? Grass stains, dusk darkens. Boom, lingers. How close was collapse? His grip rests. Hang on. Does she see his pull? Neighbors cluster, gasps rise. No way. Kieran's sprint, Margaret's glare. Why that shriek still? His bag lies, snacks strewn, smoke stings. Made it. They doubt. Can she feel this save? The mansion's husk glows, cloudy sky. Away fades. A woman's fear. Does he shift her world? Her jeans rip. Stumbling stopped. A teen's gray meeting a shriek. Whose lawn shifts now? The road hushes, flames die, pulling the viewer into a dusk where a jog turns to a grab, a wreck sparking more than fire. Dust swirls in Charlotte's modest block, a strip of small shops and faded signs baking under noon sun. Kieran, 15, sweeps the corner store floor, gray t-shirt loose, joking with his boss. More dirt, more dollars, right? His broom scratches. A grin flashes. Does he feel the grind? A voiceover cuts in steady. Been hustling here forever. Mom says it builds character. I do not back down when folks need help. He waves at kids outside. Bikes whir. Protector born. Do they see his shield? Shelves hum as Kieran sweeps. Hustling, he said. How long since forever? His boss chuckles. Dirt pays, a nod. Does it shape him? Kids wave back. Gray glows. Help, he swore. Why that vow? The floor shines. Folks need a thread. Can he hold it? His grin lifts. Back down. Mom's lesson. Does it root? The store buzzes. Sun beats. A boy's sweep weaving a block. Does it stretch? Glass gleams. Kids ride. A natural garden dust. Marble gleams in Margaret's elite enclave, a mansion towering over trimmed hedges. Charlotte's wealth a wall apart. She paces. Gray cardigan crisp, snapping at a black delivery driver. Do not loiter. Go. Her voice bites. Go. Sharp. Does it guard her? A flashback flares. Dusk cloaks her gait. She glares at Kieran biking past, muttering, "Keep them out of here." Her eyes narrow. Out them. Why that wall? The scene snaps. Present-day lawn. She shoves him off. I did not ask for you. Driver flinches. Loiter, she barked. How thick that hedge. The flashback burns, biking near her glare. Here, she swore. What bruise there? Kieran pants, gray-singed, did not ask. His shove. Does it sting? She pushes, get away, yet smoke lingers. You alive? Why this gap? Grass scratches, dusk fades. Two worlds clash. Does she grasp his pull? The mansion looms, past tense. A woman's scorn meeting a teen's grip. Kids fade as Margaret stands. You, she hissed. Anger twists. Why save me? Kieran's breath steadies. Welcome anyway, his voice. Does it pierce? The flashback gate? Keep out? Her mutter, them met, yet fire dodged. What churns in that shove? His pants streak, welcome, a shrug. How far does it reach? Neighbors whisper, stunned, alive, ungrateful, they hiss. Does she hear? The driver's gone. Go snapped, a ghost. Asked not. Can it shift? Smoke curls anyway, a line. Does she feel its weight? Hedges rustle as grass steadies. Did not. Margaret's shove. Kieran's calm. Split worlds. Do they merge? The store's dust replays. Help folks. His wave. How does welcome fit? The enclave's wall. Keep them. Her glare. Outmet. Yet lawn holds. What shifts in that stare? Kieran's hands rest. Builds him. A voiceover route. Does it touch this woman? The dusk hushes. Two Charlottes. Pulling the viewer into a backstory where a broom's sweep meets a gate's snap. A teen's gray daring a millionaire's push. Night falls over the suburban Charlotte street. Fire trucks wailing as water arcs through the air, drowning the Hensley mansion's blaze. Firefighters haul hoses, smoke twists, dusk gone dark. Margaret stands, soot-streaked, gray cardigan torn, as medics approach. Her arm jerks, pointing at Kieran. He had no business near my house. Her voice cuts, business sharp. Does it shield her? Chief Rawls, a firefighter in yellow, frowns. Kid saved your life. His tone grinds. Saved. Firm. Can it sway? She scoffs. I would have managed. Do not need his kind meddling. Hoses hiss as Margaret glares. No need. Her scoff. Why push him off? Kieran's jaw tightens. Gray t-shirt stiff. You were stuck. I could not watch you die. His words bite. Stuck. True. Does it sting? Rawls nods. Life, he said. Does she hear this stand? Her jeans rip. Kind. His. Venom flares. How deep does it run? The blaze dims. Water pools. A clash rising. Can dye shift her? Medics hover. Night thick. A teen's grip meeting scorn. Kieran stands. Could not his jaw watch you? How far does it reach? Margaret brushes soot. Managed, she swore. Yet Rawls's frown saved her. Does it crack? The wail fades. Business near her point. Does it hold now? His black pants streak. Stuck fast. A boy's truth. Whose life weighs here? The crowd hums. Fire soft. Meddling kind. Whose scorn twists still. The street steadies. Night cloaks. A simmer brewing. Does she feel that pull? News crews roll in. Tires crunching. Neighbors buzz. She is alive because of him. Mike's thrust. Lights flare. Did not need meats saved. Margaret storms to her car, barking, Leave me alone. Her stride snaps, alone, loud. Does she flee the hum? Kieran's friend Trey runs up, lanky and green. Man, you are a hero. She is nuts. His laugh rings. Nuts, he cheers. Can it lift? Kieran shrugs, voice low. Did not do it for her thanks. His gray steadies. Thanks, none. Why this calm? Buzz swells, alive him, neighbors chant. Whose buzz bites now? Margaret's keys jangle. Leave, she roared. Does Trey's grin shift her? Kieran's shruglands did not. A thread. How loud does it ring? A reporter catches her rant. Mic's close. Venom echoes. She pauses, hearing her own. Managed. Kind. Does it turn? Trey claps. Hero man, his friend, can nuts sway scorn? The car looms. Lights blind, thanks not, a boy's stand. Whose alone cracks here? Water drips as Margaret halts, echoes her. News spins, did not, does she feel that sting? Trey's laugh fades. You are. Kieran's low. Whose hero stands now? The buzz hums, because him, neighbors firm. How far does it spread? Her pause lingers, alone barked, yet alive, can venom bend? Rawls watches, saved life. A chief's nod. Does it hook? The street hushes. Trucks wail, pulling the viewer into a turn where a teen's gray truth dares a woman's rant, echoes catching a shift. Night cloaks Margaret's temporary hotel suite in Charlotte, a sterile glow from the TV cutting the hush. City hum faint beyond glass. She sits alone, gray cardigan neat, watching. Teen risks life for Millionaire. Her grimace twists, risks they cheer, does it burn? She spots a scorched photo from the wreckage. Her late husband, smiling with a black co-worker, edges charred. She mutters, he would hate me now. Her voice trembles. Hate, a ghost. Hands shake. Does bigotry flood back? The screen flickers. Memories sting. Can a smile shift her? Remote clatters as Margaret stares. Teen life. News loops. Why this pang now? The photo glows. Husband's grin. Would hate. How deep does it cut? Her grimace softens. Millionaire saved, yet shame creeps. Did he see her then? The suite hums. TV drones me now. A whisper cracking walls. Her hands grip scorched frame. Does a boy's gray shirt haunt? The city fades. Night thick. A woman's scorn bending. Can it break? Glass gleams. Clips play. A flicker sparking more. Morning spills into a neighborhood meeting. Light warming the hall as chairs scrape. Neighbors buzz with pride. Kieran stands. Gray t-shirt clean. Honored. A plaque gleams. Applause swells. Margaret bursts in, cardigan pristine, storming forward. You think you are some saint? Her bark cuts. Saint, she sneers. Does it mask a quake? Kieran turns. Just a guy who ran in. His voice steadies. Ran in calm. Why this now? She snaps. I did not want you. Then falters, cracking. But you did not care what I thought. You just saved me. Plaque shines as Margaret stops. Want you? Her snap, how far does it reach? Kieran's calm lands. Just guy, a truth. Does it pierce? The crowd hushes. Some saint yet cracking shifts. Not care. What bruise here? She pulls a deed, tossing it. Take the land. Build something. Paper lands. Build, she barks. Can it pay this off? Kieran stares. Black pants still. I do not want it. His gray holds. Want none. Whose gift snaps now? Margaret's eyes widen. Silence falls. Does it sink? Gasps ripple. Deed down. Margaret's toss. Why not? They whisper. Kieran stands. Ran in. His stand. How loud does it ring? Her crack lingers. You just a break. Does she feel that ghost? The crowd murmurs. Take land. Her gift. Yet Kieran's no right rings. Can it shift? The hall buzzes. Not want. A plaque glows. Whose saint stands here? Margaret slumps. Build it. Silence twists. Does shame flare? Light spills. Chairs still. A clash peaking. Did anyone hear? Applause erupts as Margaret stares. Saved me. Kieran's calm, not care, a mirror. How deep does it cut? The deed lies, tossed flat. Her snap fades. Would hate. Does her husband echo? The crowd leans, just right, great truth. Whose debt falls now? Kieran's eyes lock, do not. A silence crowns. Does she bend? The center hums, land free, city drifts, cracking voice. Can it heal? Morning glows, claps rise, pulling the viewer into a climax where a teen's gray turns a woman's scorn to dust. Applause, sparking her dawn. Dawn spills over a neighborhood park in Charlotte's suburbs. A quiet hum of renewal rising as dew gleams on fresh grass. City waking slow. The youth center stands, built for Margaret's deed, her name scrubbed off, walls bright with paint. She visits, gray cardigan soft, nodding at Kieran. You are better than I was. Her voice steadies. Better, she sees. Does it lift her? Kieran shrugs, gray t-shirt loose. Just be better now. His words land, now, calm. Can she hold it? She walks off, lighter, steps free. Did he shift her load? Birds chirp as Margaret nods. Was, she said. How deep does this root? Kieran's shrug holds, be better, a spark. Does he feel that flip? The center hums. Kids laugh, then I. A woman's dawn. Can he grasp his pull? Grass sways, just now. Her walk, does it mend? Trey bounds up, green shirt bright, grinning. You flipped her world, bro. His clap rings. Flipped, he cheers. Whose world glows here? The park steadies. Dawn soft. Gray meets gray. A boy's stand turning scorn to light. Trey's grin lifts. Bro, you. Kieran's calm. Better now, a creed. How far does it spread? Margaret fades. Lighter steps. Did not want. Does she carry it? The crowd thins. Flipped world, local hum. Whose cheer echoes now? His gray glows. Be just. A center rises. Did he need it? Her nod replays. You are. A shift. Can it bloom? The grass gleams. Kids play. Better then. Does Trey's clap seal this? Sneakers slap as Kieran jogs by the site. Mansion gone. Youth center firm. Sunrise gilds the path. A faint smile breaking through. News hums. Headlines flare. Teens rescue sparks change. The words buzz. Sparks. They chant. Does it shine? Margaret seen volunteering. Gray cardigan spotted, hands busy. Did Kieran's rip turn her? He runs. Black pants steady. Smile faint. Change. Sparked. Why this quiet now? The road stretches. Sight alive. Does he feel this glow? Pavement hums. News flies. Teens stand. Whose change roots here? The center looms. Kids shout. Rescue sparks. A boy's truth. How loud does it ring? Margaret's hands work. Volunteer shift. Does better now pay? Kieran's stride steadies. Smile soft. Past the fire. Can he grasp this win? The sky brightens. Grass shines. Quiet runs. Whose center stands now? His t-shirt flows. Headlines fade. A teen's gray framing a path. Does it hold? Gravel crunches as Kieran glides. Sight past. News swells. Volunteering seen. Whose shift brews here? The road quiets. Sparks change. A smile in stride. How far does it reach? Margaret's walk replays. Better now. Does it root in dawn? The center grows. Sunrise spills. Faint break. A boy's save. Whose cheer lingers? The grass stands, tall, still, pulling the viewer into a close where a teen's gray run turns a woman's scorn to renewal, a park aglow with his silent win. Dusk glows over Kieran's stoop, a modest perch in Charlotte's suburbs, streetlights flickering as crickets hum low. Kieran and his mom Lena sit on the steps, sharing snacks, gray t-shirt loose, her apron folded beside. She beams, warm and wide. You showed them, baby. Her voice lifts. Showed? She cheers. Does it wrap him? Kieran nods, black pants scuffed. Was not about her, just what is human. His words settle. Human, soft. Why this now? The bag crinkles, chips snap. A mother's pride meeting a son's quiet. Boards creak as Lena leans. "Baby," she calls. "How deep does this root?" Kieran's nod holds, not her, a spark. Does he feel that stand? The street hushes, showed them her beam. Can he grasp his reach? Stars peak. Just what? A boy's truth, whose eyes opened here. Her hand rests, warm, still, human is a thread. Does it bind? The stoop steadies, dusk wraps, gray weaves, a sun's run turning a mom's glow. Crumbs fall as Lena pats his arm. Showed a gift. How much did he give? Kieran's gaze lifts. What is? His nod. Does Margaret's deed linger? The steps groan, stars out. Not about, just human, a wish whispered. Does it land? Her smile stays. Them, you. A mother's faith. Can it hold? The bag rustles. Dusk deepens. Human what? A hope. Does she feel its root? Night presses. Stoop still, pulling dusk to a lot where Kieran walks alone. Dusk folds over the wrecked lot, ashes gray under a purple sky. Mansion gone. A hush cloaking Charlotte's edge. Kieran stops, sneakers soft, spotting a note amid the ruin. Margaret's hand. Thank you. His gray t-shirt catches the last light. Black pants dust. He tucks it away, whispering, "Hope you mean it." His voice drifts. Mean it, he breathes. How far does it stretch? The ashes settle. Note folds, a woman's mark. Does it tie human? Rubble shifts as Kieran stands. Thank you, her words. Hope you, why this now? The lot looms, charred. Still, mean it. A whisper. Can it mend? His eyes glint. White paper. Whose nod left this here? The dusk sways. Was not Lena's beam. Does it bloom? The note hides. Wreck's end. A sign. How deep does it sink? His whisper fades. Gray, steady. Human just... Did she? A spark caught in dusk's breath. Steps pause as Kieran lingers. Mean it. He swore. A note. Whose thanks meets now? Lena's beam replays. Showed them. A root. Does it flower here? The lot stretches. Ashes cold. Hope you. A vow. How much did he shift? His eyes soften. Wreck past. White gift. Can it heal? Arlotta glows, framing a teen whose pull broke hate, pulling the viewer into a dawn where his gray chases truth. Laughter crowning his stand. The dusk wraps. Note kept. Human what? A wish. Does Margaret feel it too? The hush holds. Night falls, pulling the viewer into a close where a teen's gray turns, a woman's scorn to thanks, a whisper sealing a lot's peace. Below is a 600-word script for your provided outline, covering conclusion, 2 to 3 minutes, at a Charlotte newsstand in the new center's groundbreaking. It adheres to all guidelines, ensuring clarity, impact, and a forward-looking close without contractions, jargon, or specified phrases. Morning sun warms a Charlotte newsstand. Papers fluttering as a reporter stands on the suburban edge. City hums soft in the air. She muses. Kieran Tate, 16, did not just pull a woman from flames. He burned down a wall of hate. Her voice steadies. Burned, she says, a boy's grip in print. Headlines stack. Teen saves. Center rises, a tale spilling wide. Her eyes glow. Hate wall. One pull torching scorn. Does it echo? The stand buzzes. Cars glide. Whose heart turns now? Her words lift. A bridge to a site where Kieran stands. Dust swirls as papers flap. Pull woman. Kieran's name bold. How far does this burn? The reporter's tone holds. Did not. A truth. Does it reshape Charlotte? Locals grab copies. City drifts. Burned hate. Whose wall falls next? The sun climbs. Newsstand firm. Flames, she swears, spark in ink. Can it spread? Her musing deepens. 16. A teen's gray. Does it pull more? The road calls. Suburb hush. Shifting the scene to shovels on dirt. Sun spills over the new center's groundbreaking. Kids cheering as shovels bite the earth. Grass parts. A youth hub rising. Kieran stands. Gray t-shirt, bright black pants dust. Crowd hums. Sometimes you save more than a life. His voice rings more than calm. How loud does it ring? A voiceover rises clear. One act flipped a heart. Showing color is nothing next to courage. The dirt flies, kids clap, nothing color. A creed carved in soil. Does it reach? His gray glows, sight alive. Whose life shifts here? Shovels scrape, sometimes. His words save more. Why this now? The kids leap, not just a call, can it mend? The voiceover binds, one flipped his act. Does it crack wide? His stance steadies, then life, how far does it stretch? The ground breaks, sun climbs, no not a wall dust, whose eyes shift. The center grows, gray moves, courage next. Does it lift? The path opens, kids loud, a voice weaving dawn, can it heal? Kieran tosses a ball to a kid, dust rising, saying clear, we are all in this. His voice carries all in, firm, whose start turns now. The kid catches, laughter rings, this he points. Does it land? His t-shirt flows, gray shines, we all, a vow. How deep does it root? The sight stretches, sun flares in this, a save beyond, whose hate fades next. The screen fades, laughs roll, his toss the last frame. Does it pull the world? Gravel crunches, all we. Kieran's throw, color not. Whose courage sees now? The newsstand replays, burned wall, a pull. Does it bloom here? The ball sails, this in his voice. How far does it rise? Kids cheer, gray moves, heart flipped. Where does his toss lead? The fade holds, sight long, courage showing, lifting all who hear. Chai.